Ladies and gentlemen, now in today's video, we're going to be having a little bit of fun with a 5-star rank 5 SIG 200 fully maxed out version of Darkhawk. Now, for the purpose of this video as well, I switched on the Suicide Masteries just because he's a champion that synergizes very well with them, but I don't think he has like the biggest benefit because the majority of his attack comes from null mode and also the awakened ability as well, which gives him a massive attack increase there. But suicides, they work perfectly for this champion because he can just constantly heal up via switching his modes as well. We've also got 4 synergies today, so we've got Night Thrasher on the team, we got Venom, we got Vulture, and also Elsa Bloodstone, and all of these give various benefits. Night Thrasher allows us to start in a random mode, which if you start in null mode, man, you just hit the jackpot, you win. So if we start in that orange mode, it's really, really good. If we start in the pink mode, so the invisibility mode, then that's alright, but if we start in the shield mode, then that is rubbish, lads. And also the Elsa Bloodstone synergy, every time we switch from one mode to another, we gain half a bar of power, so it just makes it easier to cycle this champion and get some pretty sweet regeneration. So we're not using any boosters in this video, but we do have Suicide Masteries on. So we started in, what is it, the stealth mode. So this one's awesome because you can see our power gain is just ridiculous in this mode, and that comes with a high signature level there. So it just really quickly allows you to get to that special 3, while also giving your opponent, I think it's like minus 70% power. So yeah, it's really, really good. But as soon as we hit the special 3, then we get like, what is it, 200% more base attack. And also, each one of our hits deals additional shock damage as well. So you can see, combined with the shock damage, like those mediums, we're hitting for almost 10k there. So if you go into another combo, straight into a special 1, might be able to do it. That shock is dealing just shy of 4,000 damage per second, about 3,700 there across both of those ticks. So not too bad. The special one is like very, very nice for finishing off fights there by the look of it. But let's crack on. And every time we shift from one mode to another, I think we get about a just over 10% regeneration on Darkhawk as well. So he's really a champion that can quite easily cover the recall damage from Suicide Masteries, which is always very nice. I think with this slight reduced power gain, I don't know if we can get opponents into the corner here. Just spam heavy attacks. Let's go for another heavy attack. I think we're a bit too far away. You know, getting maybe a tad lucky there. Alright, 2 hits, just trigger the auto block. And let's go for it. I don't think we can safely go in after the special 3. But yeah, if you got the Night Thrasher synergy, there's a 1 in 3 chance you start in this null mode, and if you do, then you win the game. Just so good, man. It's just so good. It's just such a crazy damage booster. Right, I think we go straight into another special 1 here. Seems to be the way to go, just to finish off kind of fights in the variant 3 region. Nice little heavy attack, cut that Medusa down to size as well. But Darkhawk, he is really one of those champions where you're not gonna like see too much out of a character until you get the special 3, and then once you get the special 3, providing your opponent is playing ball and you're playing aggressively, then you're gonna have a very nice time. But here we started null mode, boys, so this is what we call the jackpot. We can immediately just go in with that beast mode damage. Nebula was trying to out-regenerate stuff there. You can see this is very nice. You've already burst that down to 50%. Or below that, should I say. And here we can go for a special 2 just to finish it off. We got a tiny little bit of regeneration there. Wasn't really a whole lot. These matchups are just going so incredibly quickly that there's not too much opportunity to regenerate here. So Darkhawk, even at like 5-star rank 4 without the Suicide Masteries, I think he can do like a decent amount for a lot of players because he does have that double immunity. It's going to be valuable for stuff like variant 3. But if you are a hardcore Darkhawk player, please do let me know your thoughts on this character in the comment section below. Fortunately here we got the shield buff at the start, so that really does nothing for us. But I think while you have the shield buff, you got 100% chance to auto block, so if you get knocked down, and parry can trigger off that as well. So it's a pretty nice fail-safe mechanic there, if you do happen to mess up. Right, there we go. I think that's the kind of ideal combo you want to do, is like bait your opponent into a stun, maybe one cheeky little hit, or just go straight for the special 3, and then you can come out the special 3, they're already stunned, you can go ham with a cheeky little combo there. Straight into another combo. Let's go for, I was going to go for a heavy attack there, man, for the finesse, but that was like a, what was it, 11k hit in Assassin's range there? Not too bad, lads, not too bad at all. Right, what bosses do we have? We got Cyclops or Spider-Gwen. What does Cyclops have on him? Enhanced Special 1. Increased power gain. Okay, that's a lot of specials to bait out. I think I'm just going to try my luck with Spider-Gwen here, bro. I don't know how good he is versus, like, evade chat. He doesn't have anything that specifically counts as evade, but I think his heavy animation is quick enough to get it off. Maybe not quite. However, we did start in null mode here, so this means we can just like 3 combo. But you need the Night Thrasher synergy. I just wish he had like this random mode start on his base. Just make him like so much better for the average scenario. Because this synergy just makes him so much more enjoyable to play. If we go special 2 here, this is maybe Spider-Gwen dead. Not quite. Close though, lads. Close. Still, it worked out, man. 25 hits. That's pretty decent. That is certainly very, very decent. Let's have a little bit of a look at this Hood matchup next. So what do we have here? Hurt Locker. Yeah, we should be fine, mate. We should be fine. There's nothing too special on this man that we haven't already dealt with. And we've just started in the stealth. I shouldn't know the name for this one. Stealth. Is it stealth mode? I think so. Right, should we bait out SP1 here? I think we go for a stun, straight to a special 3. And this is also going to shift our mode, yeah, from one to another. So look, our health, 84%. I think that should go up to about 95% on the heal there. All 94%. Like dropping the suicide masteries. I don't think in this setup I have points in. What is it? Increase regeneration, so you can get a couple more % off that. But you know, it keeps him topped up, man. He's taken on a lot of fights so far, and he's still, you know, 90+%. So that is very, very good. And then we got the Colossus boss here. So this Colossus boss, I don't think I've really fought him too much since he's been buffed. But it should be good. He's just got, like, if you attack him and he's got armor, then he's going to bleed. But it should be fine because Darkhawk's immune to bleed and immune to poison. Like most robot champions in this game. I should have, maybe instead of Elsa Bloodstone, I guess for this fight specifically, it would have been better to bring in the Guillotine 2099 synergy. Because she's that synergy with robots where... what is it? If you get a bleed, then you get like half a bar of power. So I think in a circumstance like this, that would be a little bit more effective. But here, we hit the jackpot, man. We started in null mode, so that's really, really good. Alright, perfect. Let's just bait out a special 2. Should maybe gone for a double medium there, maximize the damage. But you can see in like one lucky combo there, this like massively stacked Colossus boss is down 50% already. So it's certainly ain't going too bad, man. But you do need him to play ball again, ideally. Come on, dude. I do wish your modes were paused as well during opponent's special attacks when you're playing Darkhawk. That'd be fantastic. I could have maybe gone special 2 there if I wanted, but nah, it's all good. Another special 3. That one wasn't quite as lucky just because Colossus was playing a bit more passively during that cycle there. So we lost a bit of uptime on the old Knoll, which is a sometimes a bit of a con, eh? Ooh, that's very nice. And there we go. Colossus gets chopped down to size, but overall, man, a really, really fantastic performance. That kind of, I don't know, kind of met and exceeded my expectations a little bit. But Darkhawk, he's still really solid champion. He can get stuff done in this game, which is what I always appreciate. Now, next up, I thought we'd take him into a little bit of Act 6 to go for a Caltrops path. So we've got one over here, and I reckon these matchups are going to be a lot more difficult in comparison. But yeah, I thought we'd, you know, spice it up, give it a go. We got Darkhawk versus Darkhawk as well, so I'm sure that one's going to be remarkably enjoyable. Let's have a, yeah, bit of a look at this Deadpool. So we start off with the power gain phase here. So we can quickly ramp up to a special 3. Certainly always appreciate this one. I'll try and chain on heavies here. I don't know, we're quite close. Might be able to do it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think we'll just go for a special 3 now that we're at it. Get that big boy damage.
Right,
I need to be a little bit careful of when he hits 30%, just due to that, what is it, that wonderful power gain that we all know and love. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Cool, cool. I think I might be able to do it with another combo, actually. Yeah, didn't even need that second special 3. Wow, that's decent. Really, really good. Like, once he gets going, man, there are some nice numbers. There are some very, very nice numbers. So, smash out an energy refill here. Go for Captain Marvel. But again, Darkhawk, he's one of those champions. Ideally, he does need a lot of investment if you really want to see a decent performance out of him. And that's why so many players choose other characters. Because I would say, arguably, for a lot of other scenarios, Sentinel is a bit more valuable all around. And Ghost obviously is crazy, and so is Warlock, man. Warlock and Ghost are just way too good. And Guillotine 2099, I would say, brings a little bit more to the table than Darkhawk overall. So I think, you know, just over the last year and a bit, he has been just continuously overshadowed by other characters in this game. But he's still far from a bad champion. Still packs a punch. And I think for the people that, again, really do enjoy using stuff like the Suicide Masteries, he's a character that you can run in Suicide Mastery setups with, like, no drawback at all. Which is still quite rare, man. There aren't many champions that don't really take much of a penalty when playing Suicide Masteries. There we go. Got that Cap Marvel Classic down, class disadvantage. Hey, it didn't matter too much there, apparently. So let's move on to a Darkhawk versus Darkhawk matchup. Oh, on a Caltrops node. So we get to ignore the Caltrops node, which is good. I probably should have brought, what is it, Guillotine 2099 in here. But hey, it doesn't matter. We start off with the worst mode of them all. Auto block. Should I test the auto block here? You see if he attacks into me? It's just straight parry, boys. Which is, you know, it's a nice little buffer. Nice little fail safe. Certainly appreciate it. This is Darkhawk getting the taste of his own medicine. He's definitely still one of the most, I don't know, he's just an annoying champion to fight, because there's not really, like, any good special to bait when it comes to this lad, is there? It's like, you got the special one, you can't evade it, you've just got to block it. Alright. I think we go for a parry here, special 3. And then we just nuke as much as we can. Bait out special 2, parry 3 hits, race to the special 3. I think that's the way to go. Oh yeah, I forgot about the auto block stance, didn't I? I should not have done that. No, that was not a great play. During that armor mode, he just takes like no damage as well. Come on, fella. Let's go. Well, we've got him in stealth mode. The problem is now we're not in our damage mode anymore. So we're missing a bit of firepower here, lads. It's always a bit. It always just feels so sketchy attacking into his stealth mode. So much that can very quickly go horribly wrong. Got a parry, 3 hits, hope for the best. Make sure those hits are fired off very quickly. That was a bit of a risky play there. Right, hopefully this gets him to special 2. It's going to regenerate up a little bit after this, but it's all good. Come on, big fella. Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted. Ah, sorted. Well, Darkhawk versus Darkhawk. He got the job done, and sometimes that is exactly what you're after. Obviously, a tricky matchup, but hey, you know, he's good for clearing, man. Good for clearing. Sometimes when it comes to Act 6, you just need some sort of character that can actually succeed. And if you haven't been fortunate to get some of the really top dons, then you may need a slight alternative. Just trying to hit into this Nightcrawler's block, man. He's not playing it any ball though. Right, I think I can get at least one hit in before he evades out of it. Nightcrawler's always tremendously annoying to fight unless he plays perfectly into what you're trying to do. Quite on it with the counters today though, lads, so I'm not minding that too much. Special 2 there. I don't know, maybe a bit of a mistake. That hit quite hard though. That's gotta be it. Come on, mate. Nightcrawler down. Perfect, man. Perfect. So yeah, he's just fantastic. Again, this is a full Caltrops path, so just works perfectly. Any bleed, any poison scenario. But I think to finish off today's video, lads, we have to. It's got to be done. Let's jump into a little bit of Realm of Legends here. It's a rite of passage, really, at this point. You know, take him against Winter Soldier, end off the video. Maybe a little bit of Captain Marvel as well. But yeah, I think the amount of hits depends on the mode RNG. If you go straight into Null, should be really good. Stealth mode is not too bad either. Because we can quickly get to the special 3, but it still adds on like about 15 hits to the kill here. I don't think Darkhawk is much of a get the impressive number against Winter Soldier champion. But who knows, man, I may be incorrect. I think here we just want to hammer away. It's back-to-back special 3s. Maximize uptime on God mode damage. I think is the strategy that we're going to go for. I really do like those mediums, man. When those mediums crit, oh, just a really nice chunk of damage. Right, let's go for it. That's a fantastic burst cycle. I think in that, like, just getting up to the special 3, we got about 200,000 damage there. Ooh. Not too bad, lads. Not too bad at all. Again, I think, like, just pure damage-wise, there are certainly champions, like even buffed Hulkbuster out-damages Darkhawk. But for the utility that this man has on his base, still think it makes him a pretty solid, pretty viable character for a lot of stuff, man. And sometimes, again, that's all you need. You just need a champion that can get the job done. So yeah, he's still, like, far from the best champion in the game. I kind of think as well, with some of the new tech champions that have come out, I'm not really too sure if, like, Darkhawk is still, like, a god tier champion. I think maybe just about, or he's, like, really high demigod tier, just on the comparative spectrum of the entire game. But yeah, I think, you know, if you like this guy, you're going all in, you always run the suicide masteries. Like, he's going to do a lot of work for people, but again, he's like a really, really big investment if you do want to get the most out of this champion. And I think, like, without the full synergy team, he's probably kind of more around the high demigods region. But if you build him up with that full synergy team, you got Night Thrasher to start off with. Like, there is a bit of firepower, man, and some of the matchups go really, really fast. So yeah, I don't know, Darkhawk, he's an interesting one to think about. But let me know your thoughts and your experience with this character so far in the comment section below. But hopefully you did enjoy today's gameplay video, and if you did, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Aside from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.